Music can change your physical performance.
Different genres can affect the way you see things.
Your favourite song is probably based on a life event.
Music influences your bodily functions.
School music programmes influence a child's pass rate.
It affects me in many different ways, almost conflicting ways. Listening to a song has the power of, almost instantaneously taking you back to a moment that you heard it for the first time, or a moment that sticks out very significantly in your memory when that music was playing. And by transporting you instantaneously back to that point, you almost feel exactly the same type of emotions that you were feeling at that particular point. You know, who you were with, what you were doing, where you were. And when you're there in that moment, you're kind of awash with almost a nostalgic feel of that particular time. And it can, in many cases, be quite overpowering.
The way music can affect people's emotions is through the different elements of music. For instance, like minor chords, they conjure up like a sad mood. And if you keep the texture sort of quite thin and the tempo quite slow, you can create like quite a dark and depressing mood, sort of. If I wanted to sort of create like a happy mood, I could do sort of like. So I think like tempo and sort of lends itself to emotion. So like a slower tempo would sort of be a bit more sort of introspective, a bit more darker. Whereas like a quicker tempo lends itself to sort of music that you want to get up and dance to, or more uplifting.
Music, it's been shown, can affect you emotionally. There are different parts of the brain that are affected by sound. Okay, we call this psychoacoustic sound that actually interplays with emotionality within a human being. So there are different parts of the brain that connect to this. For example, if I can show you, first of all, there's a prefrontal cortex that's involved in it. There's the amygdala, which is down here and deals with emotion and the effects of emotion, including aggression, that sound may kick off as an emotional response in a person. There's the cerebellum, which is the kind of processing area of the brain. All of these interact with acoustic sounds to enable somebody to feel something positive or equally something negative. That's the sound. In music, it can work equally as well. So for example, there are very well-known musical sounds, for example, in a film called Psycho by Alfred Hitchcock, where the sound of the girl screaming as she's murdered in the shower scene is actually taken over by screeching violins, and it puts the emotions of the viewer, of the spectator, on edge because they're meant to feel fear and horror at that particular time.
When I'm on my own and I'm playing guitar in my room or whatever, there's this sort of there's a feeling that I'm always imagining what it's going to be like when I'm performing it live. So I'm always getting into the mood of being in front of people, and I always have to imagine how people are going to react to the song. So I think in my head the entire time I'm thinking, oh, this is, if I've really got into it, I'm feeling, oh, this is going to be really good. People are going to be like singing along, or they're going to be like clapping, and that just that makes me feel kind of warm.
Classical music helps you concentrate.
Music choice affects your personality.
Noises surrounding you can increase your creativity.